What's good, Bit Rushers? It's Kyler. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make money trading Bitcoin. If that sounds good, stick around. But first, you know the deal. Please follow me on Twitter at BitRush9000. Follow me on Facebook and Insta. And if you want extra access, join the Telegram group, also at BitRush9000. Link for all of them in the description. Here we go. So the first thing you need to know is that we are going to be leverage trading on ByBit. Okay, so to do that, you need to have a VPN, and I am using the free VPN on Opera browsers. You can download Opera browser. I have a video that should be popping up above now. Show you how to do that. If you're brand new to ByBit, there is a up to $620 bonus right now that you can get. You need to follow my link that's in the description and add a code that will also be linked in the description. And depending on how much Bitcoin you add, you will get a bonus of up to $600, 600 plus. Okay. And also we have our usual disclaimer. Always do your own due diligence. Always do your own research. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Okay, guys? And obviously not financial advice. So I've been doing some leverage trading on ByBit here the past couple weeks, and if any of you have followed my channel, I am getting ready to start a challenge for the new year. I challenged myself, and I'm going to be trying to turn $1,000 into $1 million in under a year using cryptocurrency. And so far, I probably should have just started earlier. So if you guys saw my video, I decided I'm going to start with 500. That's what I was going to do either way. Even if I had 1,000, I'm only going to start with 500 and keep 500 safe. However, I've actually been trading. I started with like 50 bucks, and I've been trading up. So let me just show you guys right here. Look, $340 something right here in equity wallet balance, right? So pretty good. I'm getting ready. This is my training. This is training for the challenge. If I'm going to turn 1,000 to 1 million, I got to be able to turn 50 into 1,000, right? 50 into 500. So I'm getting pretty close to doing that. And you guys can see right here, I have an open trade at $20. And I don't want to make this seem easy, guys, because you can definitely get wrecked, especially with the volatility. But if you know what you're looking for and you know where you want to buy in at and where you want to sell, you can definitely make some quick money here, even with a small amount. You can see my total position size is only $112. So I only invested $112, and I'm up about 20% to $21. Okay. Let's take a look. Do I want to close this out? So we're going to be going over some of these signals here for you guys. I'm going to show you just a couple signals you can use to make money. All right, so the first signal that we are going to be talking about is going to be the VWAP. That's this blue line right here. To get this, you're going to click on indicators. Just type it in, VWAP. So that's the volume weighted average price, okay, is what that stands for. And if we zoom in, you can see there's already a like moving average price, the yellow or the orange, whatever you call that, orangey yellow line there. And it sticks pretty close, right? It's basically right on all of the candlesticks. It rides the candlesticks pretty closely, and it's hard to really get any information out of that. So what the VWAP is it's a volume weighted moving average. And that gives you a little bit extra information. It lets you know what the average price is based on the current volume. So just something to think about real quick and real easy is it above the line? If the candles are above this moving average, right, then you're buying at a price that's higher than the average volume weighted price. Okay, and if you're buying below that, you're buying below the average price. So you could make money simply drops below this line. Boom. You could buy in any of these down points, buying in, buying in, buying in, buying in, and then sell off above that price. So unless there's a drastic move, guys, like even when the volume or even when the price moves drastically, you don't see this line move too crazy. It pretty much stays with it. So, you know, obviously you could get in below here and then it tank and it would, you know, you would still lose money. So it's not a sure thing, right? Like you could buy in here, you know, it's below this line, and then if you waited till down here, you lost a bunch of money. But if you waited for it to come back up over that line, right? So it always goes up and down over the line. But still, it's not a sure thing, guys. It's an indicator. You never trade solely on indicators, okay? The indicators indicate, and you have to make an intelligent decision based on the rest of the information that you have, okay? So I just want to make sure you guys understand that just because it's below the line doesn't mean you can buy and then just wait till it's above and you'll make money. But it is a very good indicator, okay? So that's number one. I'm going to show you guys a couple ways. So that's number one, is just using the volume weighted average. The second way I want to just kind of look at is finding the support and resistance. Okay, so we can draw lines on our chart. If we try to connect the most bottoms here just recently, okay, it's probably even higher than that. I would say more like right in here. Well, we're trying to touch as many bottoms as we can. The actual like support that it's bouncing off though is definitely down here. Right, so where the line bounces, right, is usually the support, and support means kind of where it bottoms out to where people stop selling. So people are selling the top, selling, and then people start buying in at the support levels, back up. And the same thing with the top, guys. The top is the resistance. So we can change that. And okay, that's not what I want to do. So the top one level would be probably right here. Do another level. About right here. So just depending on where we are in this channel, guys. And this is super rough. Right, I'm just kind of drawing these on here for you guys. But if I was really trying to chart these, I would do a little bit better job for you. I'm just trying to show you a quick idea. We can see, so we're bouncing down here, so when it hits support, might be a good point to buy. And you can see where I actually did buy at, so that's why I bought up here. Even though technically the support, like I said, is it's down a little bit more. And this is just giving me trouble, guys. I'm not sure what's going on. Actually, you know what? My miner might be on. It is, sorry. Okay, that's why it's going so slow. I was like, why is this? Sometimes I forget I have the miner and it just like everything creeps. Okay, so back to support and resistance. As the line touches down on our support is sometimes a good buy signal, right? Obviously, if this was our line right here where I had bought in, where I had kind of marked that line of where it was hitting, it hits this line and it drops way down. So again, if you had buy here, it's not a sure thing. It could drop down more. You could end up getting wrecked, right? If it drops all the way down here. But in general, if you're able to kind of pick that line and you're able to buy down here and then wait till it hits the top and sell again. Okay, so that's another signal for you guys. That is the support and resistance. And I'm going to refresh this because it's just like acting funky. It's funny, it kept my line. Delete that. Okay, so you guys can draw those. And the final way I'm going to teach you, the final indicator, and again, these are all just indicators, guys. This isn't, none of this is a sure thing, okay? Be intelligent, do your own due diligence, do your own research, never invest more than you can afford to lose. But here's another thing that we can look at right here is the MACD. All right, and so usually I trade on the 5-minute chart. That was the 1-minute chart. So let's switch back over to the 5-minute chart, and we can see the MACD, the line is crossing over the indicator line, and we are starting a downward trend, right, with our histogram here. Same thing on the 1-minute, so I like to zoom out and zoom in. Zoom into the 1-minute, see what's happening short term, zoom out a little bit, and then zoom out even more. And it looks like we're going to have a slight correction here, right? We're kind of bouncing off that top line, as we mentioned. We're bouncing off the resistance. We're coming back down, and to me, it looks like we're just going to keep pumping up. Our blue line is flat. It's not down. If anything, it looks like it's slightly angled upward, right? We can kind of see the angle of that. Looks like it's angled up. We have our RSI. I'm not going to go into the RSI, but the RSI is also kind of angling up. And yes, the MACD is coming down here, but it's not below the line, right? It's not below the heart line. The heart line is like our 0 line, so we're still above that heart line, even though we're starting a downward trend. Oftentimes we'll have like a downward trend and then go up again. Let me see if I can find a big one right here. So we go up and we have a downward trend, but we stop below that heart line, and then we pump up for an even bigger rally, right? So just because we're heading down and the line is crossed over does not necessarily mean it's a bearish sign. Okay, so that's my analysis of what's going on right now. I just want to show you guys that, but what you want to actually know is what is the trade signal. So here it is right here. If we zoom in, what I look for to buy is this blue line crossing over the red line below the heart line. So the heart line's right here. There is no actual line. If you wanted, you could draw one. But when it gets deep enough, like negative 30, see right here, we're below like that negative 30 level. And then the MACD is crossing over. So that blue line is crossed over, and we're starting to angle up. Okay, that's usually a good buy sign. Again, it's not if you use just that, you'll get wrecked because again, we have right here. So look, it looked like it was crossing over, and then it crossed back down and continued to pump or continued to dump back down. Okay, so just keep that in mind that the indicator itself isn't the only thing you're looking at. You have to look at everything else and put all the pieces together. But a good buy would be, negative 30 or less with that MACD crossing over and starting to angle up. I honestly would maybe wait for a couple of these. I mean, even if you bought in right here, like you didn't get the very bottom, like right where it crossed was right here, but you waited for the confirmation and got in right here. Yeah, you lost that one candle, right? That's what happened with me. I lost that one candle, but I got the confirmation, right? I went from here to here. Now I have confirmation that the price is moving up, okay? So you lose a little bit on that if you're trading on MACD, if you're waiting for the confirmation and it's up. And now actually, we're now above the line. Another good sell point would be the MACD crossing back over. So now we have the blue line crossing back under, I should say. It crosses over on the way up, and it crosses under on the way down. All right, so I could sell here, and that would be a good gain, right? We're up 18%. So if I just traded on that MACD signal from right here to now crossing back over, we're looking at 18-20%. Definitely a healthy gain, guys. But like I said, I know kind of what's going on here by taking a look at the RSI, by looking at the channel here. We're still going to pump up, okay? This isn't done yet. This is going to maybe come down a little bit here and then cross back over and continue to move upward as we see, right? So you put all three of those signals together. You can add in the RSI just real quick. So the RSI I use just as a relative strength index. It's talking about how much is bought or how much is sold. So the higher up in this purple channel, the higher amount is being bought. The lower amount, the higher amount is being sold. So it's just giving you an index of buying and selling. And we can see right here more people are buying, which is why I think this is going to continue to pump. We can also take a look at the volume here. If you guys have volume on yours, look at the order book. So there's a lot of different moving pieces. I hope you guys are able to learn something from this and put it together and make some money. We are in one of the most volatile bull runs in history. There will be lots of millionaires made. There will be people that look back on this as, you know, the most epic event in world history for, you know, the past 10-15 years. Literally, guys, this is a life-changing event that we're witnessing right now. When's the last time you saw an asset like 10x, like a major asset, like something like gold or silver, right? We haven't seen that. Bitcoin is the first one. We're gonna see Bitcoin run from, you know, $6,000 earlier this year to hopefully over $20,000 by the end of the year, and it's only gonna continue to pump up. We have major investors, institutional investors, big bankers starting to allocate percentages of their portfolio into Bitcoin. We're having everyday mom and pops starting to, you know, learn about it and see it as an investment strategy. We have the youth getting into it and trading on, you know, Cash App and things like that, buying on Cash App and Robinhood. All kinds of amazing stuff happening with the industry right now, guys. If you are not in Bitcoin and you want to get in, now is the time. If you've been in Bitcoin and you haven't got into trading, get on here, guys. You can literally trade with like 10 bucks. Get on here, put $10 worth of Bitcoin in here and 20x it, right? You now have, let's see, what did I say? $10. So $10 on 20x would be $200. You're now trading with $200, bro. You can make some sick gains. We can make a 25% gain in like a couple hours. All right, it happens. I'm showing you guys, it's real. This is real. I don't want you to think it's easy and you can just throw your money in, you're gonna make money no matter what. That is not the case. You will get wrecked if you don't know what you're doing, which is why I'm here giving you this video. I'm trying to educate you. Again, you can also put in some Bitcoin and trade for free if you have enough Bitcoin that you put in using my code below. They're going to give you up to $600. You can trade on that $600, right? Mess around with it. It's play money. You do have to trade it. You can't just cash it out. But again, guys, look at these signals. Why I didn't sell right here is because I knew that it was going to cross back over and continue to pump. And look, now I'm up an extra 5%, right? $28 is an extra 5%. We were looking at a minute ago, it was 18%. So this is the difference between someone who knows how to read the chart and someone who's just out here guessing. Okay, if I can give you one more piece of advice, it would be make a plan before you have your trade. Know what you want to get in on, what the indicators are and where you're going, and what level you're going to cash out on and sell at. If you're a newbie, definitely add a stop loss and a trailing stop loss or whatever. And if you guys, you know, need a little bit more overview of ByBit, I have a leverage trading 101. I'll link that in the description and should be popping up above now on how to use everything. But these are your indicators, guys, okay? Pick a few indicators. There's lots more indicators. Not everyone's trading style is the same. This is how I trade. I use a few of these and I put them together and I try to get the best piece of the puzzle that I can and see what's going on, okay? So that's it for me today. Hopefully you did learn something and you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell to be notified on future content. As I mentioned, I'm going to be starting this trade series, guys, 1,000 to 1 million. I'm going to do it. If you want to trade along with me, follow the channel. Also share this with any friends or family you think may also want to learn how to trade leverage, right? Who doesn't want to make some extra money? So with that said, guys, thanks again for watching. Happy trading. Let's get that coin.